Yeah.
Next question. Which song from the new album was the hardest one to write?
I know that I had...
I don't know.
Lyrically, we did go back and forth on... let's see.
Honestly, I think the one that was like the weird, like there was a couple that actually you could almost like feel where they were gonna go, but when they weren't, like until they got there, it was kind of like I don't even know if I want to play this for like. I know that Mike, Brad, and myself were in the process of making the music more often than any other combination of people, and it's hard to like want to play the whole band like a song until like you know it's there. And I think like Heavy was one of those songs, and also Halfway Right. Like those two songs like had a vibe,
and
and
Invisible.
and Invisible, yeah.
Yeah,
Like they had a vibe.
I did on Invisible in particular. I did a lot of really different. It's basically I call it pre-mixing, like because you know you hear a song and then you remix the song and change it. A DJ will like remix it and change it a lot. Like this is you're doing that, but there isn't a defining first version.
Okay.
So you're just making a lot of different versions to a song that doesn't have an original. That's what we were doing, and Heavy did that too. Heavy was more like, should we go halftime or double time with it?
But it was like,
Invisible,
but it was also
was
like
a lot of really different versions.
On Heavy, like I feel like there was like, and Halfway Right, like there were like structural issues to the song. There was like, it was like, I remember like like in my mind I was hearing like the song made sense, and then when we did like the vocals over it and kind of put the pieces together, it was kind of like, oh, it's not quite working the way I felt it was going to work. Like, it's kind of Frankenstein, you know? It's like, oh, it's alive, but, you know, like it's got an arm in its face. Like, it doesn't, you know, like that's where that's supposed to go. And so we worked a little extra, put a little extra love into it because we knew that the songs had a lot of potential and they were really cool and they had this really interesting vibe. And we, even with like Halfway Right, like we were like, what do we do? And we ended up actually like coming back in, changing the key. I think we asked Ross to come back in and was like, dude, like maybe you can do something melodically that we're not thinking of.
Oh, and Halfway Right.
And like he was like, and so he went with the
Oh,
harmony.
I remember
and
what
you know what I mean? And was like, oh yeah, that's the.
This
that's
is
the
getting
thing.
really nerdy. This is
But
getting.
it was
Going
interesting.
deep.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
there was a couple songs where it was like we had to kind of like reevaluate
thing-
like how to approach them to make them feel natural and feel like, you know, not forced or not kind of put on you, you know. Yeah.